Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hey family, how is everybody doing? Thank you guys for showing up. Today is March the 21st, 2022. You guys, my computer done went down. I've got people texting and calling, and I just cannot seem to get everything up. So you guys just going to have to rock with me today. And, things are happening. I want to share this picture. I do want to talk about another story, but I wanted to share that the young child that is missing, it's only happened maybe a couple of hours ago, you guys. This is not in the Kansas City area, Kansas, but Missouri. So you got to remember, there's a Kansas City, Missouri, and then there's a Kansas City, Kansas. When it says Kansas City, Missouri, that's a whole different state. That's not the state that I'm in. That's the state I was raised in, which was Missouri, you guys. If you guys don't know that, I'm trying to tell you, people say Kansas City. You don't know if it's Kansas City, Kansas, or Kansas City, Missouri. This is Kansas City, Missouri, that this kid has came up missing. I want to share. I wanted to always put a picture out there so people will know that, we're looking out for this kid. And, but the problem with this situation, and I don't see my studio coming up. I'm sorry. The problem with this kid is a really good kid. He's only but 1 year old. I want to share what's going on there. The mother's done take the child. Okay. The mother took the child, and she probably shouldn't have the child. I don't know why. She's a very attractive woman. She looked like she's well kept, very well kept. And the baby, just the cutest thing as you can see. He's just the cutest thing. But it's in the Kansas City, Missouri area. You need to come over. You need to come over for what? Why would she ask me, do I need her to come over? Okay. How's everybody doing? Welcome to come on in, you guys. Come on in. I want to thank everybody for showing up. Let me see who's all in the building right now, because I'm just a little bit curious. Just a little bit curious. I don't know why this won't show up, and that probably slowed everything down. Somebody texting me something that they already know. Zena, Sugar Mama, Curl, Lisa Taylor, Dana, Harris, Lisa Calhoun, Latina Davis, T-Star, Margie, McDonald, Sanja, Mary Ann, Tina Powers, Valerie Montgomery. Hey, Valerie, how you doing? Woke the Gods, Zena Tober, Cherie Johnson, Loving God, Marianne. How you doing, Marianne? Come holla at a sister, Batcave. D Diva, Cherie Johnson, Wanda Bellamy, Ruby Turner. I know it's going. Hey, Chandelier, how you doing? Nice to see you in the building. Katrina Hickman, Janet Dunbar, Monique Hall. I think it's just not showing me everything, you guys. I think I'm gonna just go out of it and try it again. I really need this. It's so terrible. I almost did not come on because I gotta have this. I'm supposed to have it. Maureen, Julie, how are you? Yeah, it's really weird. It's really, really, really weird. Matter of fact, let me text. Need me to come over for what? Okay, what? Okay. I don't know why, but you can come. If that's what you want to do. Okay, you guys. So it's doing everything but what it needs to do. Oh my God. This is unbelievable. This is terrible. It looks like it's moving around. Anyway, okay, let me share with you this story. Maybe it'll upload. I don't know. It's out of Kansas City, Missouri, you guys. We're going to talk about 2 or 3 situation subjects today because there's a couple of people want me to talk about this subject and that subject. And so I just want to share this with you and we can talk about another case that I think it's in the Texas area. And then there's one case, I think it's in the Philadelphia area, but I don't know if we're going to get to that one. But then there's a case that's 2 weeks ago. We need to kind of work on that one because I think we're going to handle that one a little bit. We're waiting to get some confirmation from the family. And if they give us confirmation that we can talk about the case and we'll talk about it. I'm going to tell you guys what the case is. I don't know if you guys remember, but remember they found a young man in the well down there in Bakersfield. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys remember that case. It is about 2 weeks ago. They found a young man in the well down there in Bakersfield. That was about when a lot of the breaking news on the California City Boys was happening. So therefore, some people probably seen they found a young man down there in the well. Okay. So we've got family members that is kin to the person that, I mean, really close. I mean, like, you know, like closer than a brother. You know what I'm saying? Okay. That's the lightest way I could tell you. But anyway, if they give us permission, we will talk about that case because that case, they want justice and is something going on with it. Oh, it's just not going to work. Oh God, I'm going to have a headache. And if we can, if they give us permission, we will talk about it, and we'll leave it right there, you guys. So let me tell you about this boy in Kansas City. Why this is trying to upload? It's terrible. Kansas City, Missouri. Detectives in Kansas City are searching for a missing 1-year-old boy. They believe William Magice, his name is Magice Jr. Kind of different name, different. He's a junior, so he's named after his father. So he was adopted by his mother, Ernisha Jones. near Linwood Boulevard and Main Street. Joan was last seen in a white Chevy SUV with her son. Williams was wearing a brown overall. So the baby was wearing brown overalls, a light gray sweater, and one Nike shoe at the time of the abduction. So he only had one shoe on when she took off with him. Okay. Really nice brand new Chevy SUV. It's definitely not an old one. But they believe they was using this Chevy SUV. I can't blow it up. I'll probably show you guys. The police said Williams may have a scab or a scrape in the middle of his forehead. Okay. Must have been a tuggle going on. Anyone who has seen either Jones or Williams is asked to call the Kansas City Police Juvenile Section at 816-234-5150 and reference case report number KC22018087. I will read that again. So if someone is in that area and you got the picture of the child, he's on our thumbnail, you could call the number 816-234-5150. And the reference to the case is KC22018087. And so that's just, I would show you the picture of the mother, but we don't know the circumstances and what's going on. We're just showing the picture of the baby because the baby is the one that is missing. And if you see that child, just call the police department. Don't try to approach this young lady because you guys know if you get between a mama and her cub, you may get hurt. And she done took the child with one shoe on and one shoe off. She's feeling desperate for whatever reason. And we don't know no other information. So we're not going to assume that she's in the wrong or she's in the right. It's not for us to judge that. Anyway, I have a message here. I want to go over this baby also. So let me pull it up. Let me see if this thing is coming up. It's just not gonna. Oh Lord, it's just not gonna come up. And that's weird because everything else is pulling up. Okay, this is in Lake Charles. The police investigating a homicide on Mill Street. Okay. And one of our family members reached out, wanted me to share this with you guys. So I am going to share it. I tell you guys all the time, if you got something that you want me to touch on, I will. Okay. Lake Charles, LA. The Lake Charles Police Department says they are currently investigating a fatal overnight shooting near the corner of Mill Street and South Lyon Street. So this Mill Street, it says Lake Charles. I wonder what state Lake Charles is. LCPD. Lake Charles. Is Lake Charles, where's Lake Charles at, you guys? Okay. Anyway, the young lady name is Drea. Drea Michelle Gullery. Wow. Gullery. Six years old, was watching TV. Louisiana? Okay, Louisiana. Was watching TV On the couch when the shots was fired, family members said LCPD are calling it a drive-by shooting. A drive-by shooting. This is not Lake Charles, and we will not let this become like Lake Charles. My administrators and LCPD will have much more to say about this in the coming days. But for now, I first ask everyone in the city to wrap that young girl and her family in your prayers. Nike Hunter, mayor of Lake Charles, said in official statement. So he's very upset, a 6-year-old, you guys, by a drive-by. So she was just sitting there, what I've just said. I know some of you guys go, I didn't hear what happened. It's not popping up. She was just sitting, watching TV on the couch when the shots was fired. Family members said. I see you in the house, T-Star and Carisha. Okay. So the mayor is upset about this. He's saying he went on to ask in part that every parent, family member, friends, leaders, guardians in the city sit and talk with the young men and women around you. So he doesn't want this to happen again. He's telling people, no, we don't want our kids. See, sometimes people they feel some kind of way when it happens. Oh, this thing just went right to the other thing. It didn't even. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna shut it down because it's gonna make me mad. I've got too many things to do today. It's gonna make me mad. But he's upset because this child got hurt while he's a mayor, and he don't want all these. I don't know if you call them hoodlums or kids running around with GUNs and just doing whatever. Hey, Lena. She said, finally caught you. Okay, all right. Anyway, he wants everybody to talk to the women and the young men around there. There's something going on with our children, you guys. I don't know if you guys notice it, but something is not right. He says, tell them that settling scores with guns, violence only leads to pain, suffering, and destruction for everyone involved. And then it says, this is a developing story and will be updated. So I think for a mayor to come out and speak on it already, you guys, they're going to probably get some results. I could see you, Cheryl C. I could see you. Let me see if it, I just turned off my phone and I turned it back on to see if I can pull it up, you guys. I'm sorry. It's just not. It's just not. And it's making me feel some kind of way. She says, I feel my chat isn't working right. Yeah, it is. It is. I see everything that you're saying. Okay. So if people in here do not know about the young lad that they found in the well in California, we'll talk about it now. Hold on. Oh, wow. It's coming up. Oh my God, it's up. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. See, there's certain things we're supposed to do. And if you don't do it, you get your butt in a world of trouble. Yes, you do. Well, it pulled up, but it ain't gonna let me do anything. Okay. Wow, this is the worst. This is the worst ever. Come on. Come on. We almost got it. That would have took forever. Y'all would have been like, 20 minutes, SP, you must not be coming on. It's taking almost 20 minutes, you guys. I'm serious. And this is actually being late, to be honest with you, but all right. Okay, we got it. Okay, so we got it. Okay, so that is a good that the mayor is showing how much concern and cares about what is happening in the city, and he wants change to occur. Exactly. And you know what? This is what I was trying to tell everybody. And we can just talk a little bit, but remember we spoke to the mayor down there in California. That's a big thing, you guys. If you think that's not a big thing to get a mayor to give you a statement or to speak on a child that is missing, or we don't know where the child is, that is huge. I know some people was like, it ain't nothing. Well, then you go and talk to them and tell them to give you a statement, because they know their job is online. They know that it's almost like E.F. Hutton. When they speak, people listen. They controls the police. You see what I'm saying? So people be like, just take it to the police. Just tell the police. So the police is not doing what you think they need to be doing, like checking out everything that is being reported. People are saying that they're calling in. They're not getting in. I even called a couple of times and I was like, hey, you put me on an answering service or answering thing or whatever. So you know what? Anybody is touchable. You understand what I'm saying, you guys? I'm not beating my own drum. I'm just telling you, anybody is touchable. This is where we come in as a group, as a unity, you guys, and we get on those phone calls and make those phone calls and tell these mayors and senators and governors and people that's in Congress, look, are you guys looking for these kids? Do you know that they still ain't solved these kids right here? We're the citizen, we're concerned, because I guarantee you, if you speak on it, they sooner or later going to have to come together, because guess what? You vote them in and you can vote them out. You be like, you know what? If you get a bullhorn and you be going up in the street, and because they know people will do that, and we will do that. I'll do that. I'll get mad or something because let me tell you something, and this is true. Anybody in here knows if some of these situations that has occurred happen to your child or your grandchild, you will not be just sitting there going, what do I do? And okay, we're just going to just leave it to the police. And you call the police and you can't get an answer. Or you call the DA and, they're telling you to call over here or call back, or we're not looking and you got the wrong information and the child name ain't the child's name. And you're wondering, are y'all even looking for the child? Or why are you sending me over here? And, or whatever. You can have wrong misinformation and it doesn't matter to me. What I'm saying to you, you are interested in the child. So therefore, they need to be interested in the child also. The only way. So I do, you guys, I'm going to tell you something what I get tired of. And I'm sorry, I do. You know what I get tired of? I don't know if you guys are the same way. I get tired of hearing the same thing. And that is, we want such and such. Bring home such and such. We want such and such. Bring home such. I do. I get tired of hearing it. I get tired of hearing it, especially from people that will not make a phone call. People will not put their feet on the ground and go look. People will not ask their neighbors. Pearl of wisdom, you need to call me. You've got a gift that you won. You wasn't here. We didn't give no certain dates. I need to know if you want tickets or do you want the gift. So pearls of wisdom, please let me know. I wasn't going to keep it that long, but since I see you in the building, I'm still honor it. I think it was like a week ago when you shared when you share it. And make sure you guys share the live as you come in. Put your thumbs up, share the live, because randomly we do go in there, pick out those names, and we put them in the thing, and we mix it all up. You don't have to be here to win. You do not have to be here to win, but it's probably going to change. That's probably going to change, just to let you guys know. That's probably going to change. But for right now, you don't have to be here to win. Just let's finish this month like this. Make sure if you share, you put in the chat, I shared. And in that way, we know who names support, because if you don't put that on there and we put stop on there, your name is not in there. And then that's how that works. So, Pearl of Wisdom was one of them that won. So we're going to honor it. And I don't know, we'll vote on that. So, let me find this other case real quick, you guys. But yeah, what I was saying was, we all want the child. We do. But I'm telling you guys, if you think I'm wrong, I am not wrong. I may be psycho about it and really passionate about it, but I'm telling you guys, if we don't get on those phone calls and call the mayor and call the senator and call the governor, and I mean, we just bombard them with phone calls and emails, and people got emails and they got Instagram and stuff. That's how I did it. I'm just telling you guys. If anybody want to know the recipe to get their attention, you say, look, because we are a huge group. If you guys don't think we're a huge group, you're mistakenly wrong. You may just see 100 people in the chat, but I guarantee you we got 10 times, 20 times that. Actually, we got 30 times that in our group. Just in, and this is just not even in the United States. And I'm not saying that's huge, because we're trying to grow and we're growing, and that's great. But we're going to continue. But we're going on other platforms and we're growing and growing. And we got 12, 13,000 over here. We're growing. We're hitting 20 over here. We're growing. What did I tell you? That's like 35,000. That's 35,000 people, you guys, that you can get in touch with. It don't matter if they come in or not. You understand what I'm saying? Because I guarantee you, if they subscribe to the channel, sooner or later, it's going to come across their page and they're going to see it. And if you're speaking not negative, or if you're speaking negative on a public official, which you guess what? We have the right to freedom of speech, because they will not look for a child, or they will not get on the police tail about that child. That's how it happens. Because oh God, you scared me. Oh, well, God, you scared me. Oh, Lord have mercy. You got some time on your hands?
Yeah. If you take,
Take this? Mm-hmm. Well, it just came up. But
okay, well, I got time.
Okay, because what I want to do is get this other app going or whatever.
Okay, cool. I got time. You take your time.
Golly, you scare me. You all right?
Yeah.
Looking good, girl. Oh my, I see. Pretty. Okay. Yeah. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. Tina says sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. So that's what you guys want to do. Okay. If I can do it, you guys can do it too. I'm not a one-man band. I need everybody. That's how we get results. Trust and believe. That is how we got those results. I didn't go in there saying, hey, could you please just give, say something or whatever. No, I went in there bold, like, you know what I'm saying? I went in there and I was like, hey, look here. We are a huge community and we want to know, are you still concerned about them boys? What boys? Them California City boys. I need you to speak on it. Oh, trust and believe. Call me up. Call me up. Because I don't know if this is you or not, and I don't want to play these games. Then the mayor calls, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, there's nobody that's untouchable. Do not think that your phone calls are not going to. Matter of fact, they'll get in trouble. I'm just telling you guys, they'll get in trouble if they do not answer your phone calls and start addressing your problems or whatever. Then you start showing up. You get about 5 people, and then you get their kids or something, and you go show up at their office with your little sign or something and say, you know, we want our boys. We want our boys. That's how you do it. You don't just come on the internet talking about we want our boys. Come on, y'all. Come on now. Make that make sense. You guys understand what I'm saying? So there's a place, I can't remember where it's at, but I just wanted to share this with you guys. Like, I get a lot of news in, so I wanted to share this with you also. There's a state right now that's putting into law about CPS. See what I'm saying? They're saying that the CPS system is not working in their state, and they're wanting the whole program redone. And I'm going, whoa, this is good. This is serious. This is great. But maybe they need to be doing it in other states too, especially down there in California, you guys. You know, we're not too happy about what done happened down there. Now, I don't know. I wasn't there, so I cannot really speak on it. I know what other people tell me, but 9 times out of 10, you're only going to hear half the truth and half the lie. You know, and then you got to figure it out. And the minute you take the wrong route, everybody's mad at you because you didn't cross the T. You didn't cross the T. You didn't know the T was supposed to be crossed. Now, all of a sudden, everybody's like, she don't know what she's talking about. See what I'm saying? So, you know, that's why it's very, very crucial that you guys don't just take things and run to other channels. And that's why I don't let you guys be over here saying, hey, I was over there at this other channel and they see it. And I'll be like, hey, hold up. First of all, most of the time when people do that, they usually already have a channel themselves. And so I say, hey, what, if it's so important, go take it to your channel. You see what I'm saying? And then I'll wait to see if they put it on their channel. They never do. You know why? Because it's so many holes in whatever they're finna say over here. Because first thing people do, they'll go to somewhere else and say SP shit, and have it all totally wrong. All totally wrong, okay? And then I'll be like, I didn't say it. I didn't. Yeah, you did. You said this, and have it totally wrong. And you know what? I don't understand this, you guys. And I'm just going to be honest with you. For us to be so mature in age, I have been watching, and we're not hitting the mark. We're just not. I mean, it seems like, okay, I know what age I am. And yeah, I like to have fun or whatever. But we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing to help these children and our grandchildren and these kids. We're missing it. We're missing it. We're supposed to be way more mature, way more stable and everything, and founded, and know how to speak to these people when our kids are coming up missing, or they didn't come home, or we don't know where they at, or you're not investigating. We are not verbalizing our concerns, and we sit there and say, well, they didn't put out a Amber Alert. Do you honestly think, after years and years and years, after this case, that case, this case, do you honestly think they're just going to hand you an Amber Alert for your, and I'm not going to say a description word for this, but I would just say child. Do you honestly, you're waiting for them to give you something? Stop. If it ain't happened yet, it ain't going to happen. That, what I'm trying to say is, us being more mature need to start doing something other than they didn't do the Amber Alert. Now, that's why I did not say nothing too much. See, when they did the community meeting down there in Virginia, and Black Lives Matter stood up and was like, what about this? What about that? You know what? He was off course at the particular time. They were supposed to be talking about Cody. They didn't talk about nothing but the pastor being in somebody's inbox and on Timber, whatever it was. I don't know. And then they got to talking about, and that wasn't the right time. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is when you have the mayor at your beck and call, he's sitting right there in front of you. That is when it's time to ask these questions in front of everybody and see what they say. That's why I said that was a waste of time there, because they not only had the chief of police, but they also had the mayor there. They should have been saying, hey, why is it, mayor? Why is it? Okay, I'm not talking to you, chief. You said that you decided not to have an Amber Alert. But mayor, why is it that this case doesn't consider? Explain it to me right now while we're all sitting here. So it's all recorded and we want your answer. Because I guarantee you, he's going to say, well, okay, so is there a problem with certain children get the Amber Alert? Because see, Bob get it, Trevor get it, Mike get it, Susie get it, but why Jermaine don't get it? And why Alicia don't get it? I just want to know is if there's a difference. That's when you make those questions more important at that time, you guys. You can't just, and especially like I said, when you call them up, they know that you're either recording or somebody's listening. So they're definitely going to be like on the lookout and answer the question, or they're going to tell you, I can't answer the question right now, whatever. But I guarantee you, anytime that you make contact with the mayor, the governor, the DA, or whatever, when you're making contact, that is actually a big, huge step. She said, I absolutely know the questions to ask. Yes, you got to just don't get up there and start talking about how the pastor was in your inbox and here's a picture of him and he's on Tim. That I don't care who he doing. I don't. I'm just being honest with you guys. That was wasting my time. And we're sitting there going, oh my God. Oh, Lord. And it was like, yeah, you was in my inbox. Yeah, you the preacher. He just let y'all use the church. And you attacking him like he done did something wrong because he done told you to ask the question or sit in. Oh, my God. And then we wonder why people don't take us seriously. You know what I'm saying? It's because you go in their arena, but then you don't. My mama would always tell me, like, if you go to somebody else's house to fight, first she tell me don't do it. She said, you stay in your own neck of woods, because you know what? When you go somewhere else, you're on their soil. Then there's rules and regulations, and they had already put down the regulations and the rules. And a lot of people didn't understand that. They just like, no, you know what? We're going to go in here. We're going to talk like this. We're going to do it like this. They're not going to take you serious. They're going to be like, get out of here. And that's what they did. Anyway, I just want to touch on this. Like I said, if the family gives us permission, we do know the family. I have spoken with them over the weekend. I didn't even know they were family. And if they want some coverage on there with we're not going to sit there and be bashing the family and all that. But the story of the young man that was found in the well in Bakersfield, the body of a man found about 200 feet. Now, just listen to the details of this, you guys, because I'm going to tell you something about this young man that I didn't know, that the news is not telling you, but I'm going to share with you. That's why I'm telling you this is a story that we probably want to cover. But the body of a man found about 200 feet down a city well on Monday has been recovered using a crane. They had to take him out using a crane, you guys. He was 200 feet below. Think about this. Now, I'm not even going to read nothing else. I'm going to tell you what the family did already tell me. They said that this boy is 6 foot something. He's like 6'2", 6'3". He's a big boy, and he has broad shoulders. They told me this, you guys. They told me the well that he was in, the circumference of the hole is 15 inches. That's the same size as your steering wheel. Okay? Now, you tell me this story is going to go somewhere, because that's the same size as my husband, right? Ain't no way in the world he could fit even to his knees down there in the well. I mean, he wouldn't even, I don't know. I'm just telling you guys. And my husband has broad shoulders. I mean, his shoulders is like, some people be like, oh, I'm a 42, 52 or such. His suits have to be custom made right there because of his broad shoulders. They just, now, he ain't no football, nothing or whatever. I'm just saying, you're not going to get somebody in no 15 circumference of a hole. Okay. The body was pulled out of the well intact it was intact. So we do know that around 2 p.m. Tuesday. They found him on Monday. They didn't get him out until Tuesday. Remember that, you guys. According to BPD, the shaft of the well where the body was found is only 15.5 inches in diameter. I just told you guys that. Anyway, it goes about 500 feet below the ground. So he still needed 3 more 100 feet. He could have went on down. Now, what was he doing way down there? Somebody was trying to hide this boy. But anyway, the DNA samples have been taken from the body. According to the department, it is unknown how long the body was in the well. I wonder, did anybody have a missing report on him? The fact in the circumstances of how this man ended up in the well are definitely of interest to us, said Sergeant Robert. However, nothing has been substantiated yet. A crane, along with the help from the South Valley Companies Incorporated, engineers, experts, helped the police department recover the body, according to the BPD. Just before noon on Monday, the body was discovered by a pump maintenance worker servicing the well in the corner. Now, see, I'm going to tell you something else. I heard that this well was down for months. All of a sudden, hey, little mister, I'm going to do some maintenance on this well. I'm just giving you guys, I'm just letting you know some stuff that's not in here. She said, how old? 2 weeks. 2 weeks. This happened 2 weeks ago. Okay. Let me remember some other stuff. Oh. Hold on. Don't let me forget it. Don't let me forget it, you guys. Just say profession, okay? Somebody put in the chat profession. Okay. So the identity and the cause of the death will be determined by the Kern County Coroner's Office at a later time. California Water Service released this statement on Monday regarding the incident. We operate the city Bakersfield water system. First, we are saddened by the discovery of the body as the well today. Please know that this well has been offline for repairs. I'm trying to tell you guys, I've already talked to the family. So I'm telling you now, they're putting this stuff out there. But since November of 2021, I didn't know it was that long. Okay, so, and it was not being used to serve customers. There is no indication that water quality everywhere within the system has been impacted, and all over routine water quality tests have been normal and in abundance of caution. We're temporarily disconnecting use of all other city wells within a mile radius and working with the state division in drinking water on a quality assurance plan. We're also cooperating with Bakersfield police on their investigation and will take any other steps indeed. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something. And then we're going to shut this down. I do got you company, and I'm going to shut this down, you guys. But I want you guys to think about this case, because we are going to be talking about this case as long as we get the red light from the family and just put our hands together. Oh yeah. Come holler at a sister. And Loving God said, profession. Guess what? This lad, he didn't come from no Rudy Poo, family where, like we just let our kids just hang out and do this and do this. This is a very prestige young man. The mother is very well known in the community as a public service. The father also, you guys. Their family is there. You guys understand what I'm saying? They're very professional. So I don't think they're going to let this just go. Okay? They got money, but it ain't about the money. It's about their title. So, like I said, if they don't let us say anything, I understand. But this is not one of those kids like, Jenny from the block. You know what I'm saying? You guys feel me? This is almost how Jelani's mother is, but she's Jelani's mother. We don't know nothing about her. She just did some time in the army or whatever. But this young man's mother is out there. Okay, put it like that. And I'm not gonna put what title they have, but I want you guys to know that sometimes things may change when things happen to people that supposed to make changes in the laws and everything. Did this young man have a car, cell phone? I didn't, you know what? They were supposed to call me back, and I'm just gonna wait for their okay to release any information. And I didn't ask about that. I just didn't know that we've got some connections, you guys. Okay. I'm gonna get on off of here, you guys. She said probably jealousy. You think it's jealousy? No, I don't. You know what I think it is? I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I think it has to do with people's titles. You may know something or whatever, or you could tell on somebody or whatever. Sometimes people don't know. Like they always be like, "Oh, I wish I had $1 million. Oh, I wish I was celebrity and all this other stuff." You don't know what you're wishing for. You don't know the challenges and the things that go behind the scene that make you get to that place and what you had to do and how to stay there. Quit asking for something that you're not ready to give that easy. You don't know what them people are doing to keep their positions and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you. I'm just being honest. Yeah, be careful what you wish for. I mean, I would not want millions and millions of dollars and then my kids coming up missing. No, I'd rather stay noodle poor. We'll eat noodles every day. You should come up with a switch which tracking at Bluetooth. True. All right, you guys. Anybody got anything to say in the chat room? Please put it in the chat. If you want to come up, you can come up. If you want to call, you can call. But I am getting ready to get off of here. But just let me know. I can only imagine probably have to watch their backs all the time. Yes. Yes. And I just wanted to share with you guys something else. We've got another family member, and her child is missing, and it's in the Chicago area, and her name is Ashley. If anybody's in the Chicago area, I'm not going to put too much information out there. If you want to give me a call, I'll give you some details. If you can look out for this young lady, I don't have her picture, so I don't know. I think she's more of a runaway than abducted or somebody taking her. But that's another family member that asked, that's looking for some help, what to do, and in her picture. I think I got her picture now, but I haven't had the permission to put her picture up there. So that's another story. All right, you guys, I'm going to get off of here. Thank you guys for showing up. Pearl of Wisdom, if you can give me a phone call, since I've already made contact with you, just give me a phone call and let me know if you want the subway tickets or do you want the tickets to the Christmas in July. All right, you guys, be good, be safe, and be nice to each other. Bye.